Hey everyone, Victor Salazar here from Chicago. I wanted to introduce another DJ to add to our list of DJs that you need to know, or you should get to know. Anyways, we have Mr. Peter C.
Peter C.
Alright, my friend, if you could introduce yourself and let everybody know what it is that you do.
Well, it's hard to do while I'm driving, but I'm gonna try my best.
Alright.
Alright, so that been doing the DJ for what, like 18, 20 years? I lost count somewhere around there, I don't know where. But
what got you started?
An old friend of ours, they used to hang out, you know, doing block parties and stuff like that. And then they you know, it was pretty cool, you know, watching them, you know, spin the records, the vinyl on turntables, on 12s, and you know, and then he started teaching me little by little. His name was David Chacon from Magic Sounds Productions. He was also with Rick Torres, Carlos Beltran, Sage, and there was a couple other guys. I forgot the other guy's name, but most of them are still around, still DJing. Some have just given it up. I've continued over the years, just little by little, and kept going.
So I take it that you're one of those that started on vinyl?
Yep. Started on vinyl with 12s and realistic mixers and realistic headphones.
The big brown ones?
Yeah, the huge brown ones.
Those were the best. To this day, they're the best, but the bulkiest headphones ever made.
Oh my god.
But they were the best DJ headphones ever.
Yeah, they took a licking and kept on ticking, but they always worked good.
Yeah, you look like a big dork with them on if you had them on your head, but they were so good.
Yeah. It looked like you were trying to catch UFOs, listening to UFOs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are huge. But they were good though. I mean, everything was bulky back then. The speakers, everything. I mean, you had to carry everything up and down. Then you had to carry all these crates of records all the time, you know.
Well, I remember seeing your old setup, and you've come a long way. I remember the big turntable case and carrying all the records. And I also remember when you got your first Dena and you started going small, and you went digital on us.
Yeah, well, some people thought that, you know, you sell out because you go down to digital, you go down, you know, downsizing on the sizes and everything. But the thing is that, you know, when you start doing mobile gigs like I've been doing over the years, like weddings, cotillions and stuff like that, you sometimes have to resort to that to start, you know, because sometimes you don't have that much help. The thing is trying to get help also to help you start carrying all this stuff around.
Yeah, you're one of those that does the gigs by himself for the most part, right?
Yeah, I get one or two people to help me out. You know, my niece, my nephew, they help me out once in a while, and I don't want nobody to catch a hernia, you know, carrying the speakers or something like that. So you got to keep everything as compact as possible, and that's how that came about. And you know, now with all the technology and everything going, like you know, started using computers and the Serato program, which made it a lot easier with the MP3s and everything.
Well, I gotta say also that you were the first one, at least that I knew of, that that went digital, so to speak, when you were playing the songs off your computer using you know, your whatever player, that the Windows Media Player or that jukebox that you used to use. We used to connect the wire to go out to the input of the mixer.
Oh yeah, well I did it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn, you remember that, don't you?
Yeah, that was kind of like the original way of doing it.
The way I started going more compact before, you know, Serato and everything else came around was by hooking up CD players.
That's right.
Yeah, straight to the mixer, and kind of using them I would cue them up and would use them that way. I mean, there's no way you could mix, you know, control the speeds on it.
Yeah.
Like a turntable or a Denon or anything like that. But I did.
You were able to play the music.
Yeah, I was able to play the music. Or sometimes I was able to start a mix like that too.
Yeah.
You know, you could throw that one in as a first song, and then just take it from there. Everything else was CDs and records and everything else. So.
Yeah, you were somewhat of an innovator back in the day. No, but that's good though, man. You made life easier for yourself, and that's, well, you know.
Geez, There was times that it was crazy because we used to carry like two CD players, two little Walkman CD players, and use that, you know, to switch back and forth, almost the same as the records.
Yeah.
And that was able to start cutting down. And then the Denon came around, the Denon 2500. I bought that, and I had to learn a whole new thing, you know, how to mix on Denons, which is totally different, you know, than vinyl. Vinyl, you got more hand control, you know, it's different.
Yeah.
You know? But you got to move with the times, and you know, recording everything on CDs. Then the thing was transferring everything over to CDs. You know, start recording everything to CDs, burning on CDs, starting to get MP3s.
Yeah.
And the more and more people got into it, the more it was easier to start sharing the music back and forth between the DJs, and you know, building up your library a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a lot of songs that I didn't have from the old times. You know, and you know, for one, I couldn't afford it. You know, the vinyl and all that. You know, so I had what I had, but it was pretty much a good selection, but not everything like I would have
over the time.
know.
Yeah. And I gotta say, it's more of a comfort thing. It's not selling out. It's for mobile DJs. You can't be carrying all that stuff around, so it makes more sense to go digital. And now the guys that do the vinyl, it's good for them because they carry their set in a crate and they don't carry equipment. They go do their stuff. That's good, you know. So there's a big difference, and people need to understand that.
One of my buddies, he's into vinyl all the way.
But he doesn't do mobile.
He called me a sellout, but you know, like you said, he doesn't do mobiles and stuff like that. And I had to do what I had to do, and I still use turntables, and as much as I can, as much as like when we got a show now that we do, the PB&J show. We do it on Ustream.com every Saturdays. You know that. You know, I have it the way we have it set up. I first started with the Denons, you know, with the Denons, and then using just the vinyl. Then I started bringing up the Serato, hooking that up to the equipment, and that way we, you know, now most of the time, mostly every show that I've been doing now, I've mostly been using the Serato vinyl.
Nice.
You know, because it still has the vinyl feel, but you still have the ease of, you know, not having to leaf through all the records or having a
type in the song.
You know, you just type in the song or just look through your crates. You have little crates that you have set up in there. You know, Serato makes it easy for that, and you pull out the song you want and then you play it, and you can have instant doubles too. You know, which just makes it a lot easier. You know.
And when talk a little more about your show. What's the site for those people that don't know?
It's Ustream.com, and it's you gotta on the corner search, you gotta put DJ Peter C, and that'll link you up to the show, and you'll see on there the PB&J show mix show. And
PB&J stands for
DJ Peter C, DJ BOB, which is Bad Offensive Bobby, and then you got J for the Jam and Joy, DJ Jam and Joy Rios, which is one of we call him the legend of WCRX. Okay. You know, we used to be all on CRX, and you know, now they lost. They canceled the show they used to have, the Masters in the Mix. So
that was the longest running show in the history of Chicago. DJ Chicago. Anything. Yeah. Even longer than
Masters in the Mix ran for like 19 years or something like that. Yeah. It was long. Yeah. And Jam and Joy Rios was part of that, along with DJ FM and a couple other ones.
All right.
And
so that's every Saturday night from 6 to midnight?
Yeah, from 6 to midnight. Sometimes we go over a little 10-15 minutes, but that's just because we're just sitting there just talking, you know, and the time passes, you never know. Okay. You know, but yeah, you can catch us every day. You know, sometimes we get special parties going on. Like my birthday just passed on the 18th.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. And we did a special show that day. It was actually from 6 in the afternoon. It ran from 6 to 3 in the morning. Wow. So we extended it an extra 3 hours, but so